Both are powerful and amazing characters in their own right, but who takes the crown when it comes to being the best girl in the series? Kagume vs Kikyo is the most common dilemma when viewers look back at Inuyasha. As they both have the same love interest, this is an easy pairing to pit against each other. The best friends in the series are Kagume and Sango, so no one would put them against each other. Kagume is a fierce girl from the future who easily accepts her role as a sacred jewel shard finder. Sango is a demon slayer set to take revenge and save her brother. Both are powerful and amazing characters in their own right, but who takes the crown when it comes to being the best girl in the series? When it comes to her fighting skills, Sango is unmatched. Trained in her village as a demon slayer, Sango was one of the only female combatants. The demon slayers are regular humans, making the fighting abilities of Sango even more impressive. Sango also wields a giant boomerang-like weapon, the Harikatsu. With a single strike, this weapon can take out demons. The Harikatsu is nearly Sango's size and is likely to weigh more than her. Not only does Sango use this while flying with Kurara in mid-air, but she has also been hit with it and has survived. Her brother, Kahaku, is Sango's biggest driving force in the fight against Naraku. Kahaku is the younger brother of Sango, but Sango often looks at him in a motherly way. Kahaku was very uncertain about his ability to kill a demon, but Sango was always there to encourage him. The entire Demon Slayer group is slain at the hands of a possessed Kahaku due to a trap set by Naraku. Once Sango learns that Kahaku is still alive and under the control of Naraku, even if it means betraying her current friends, she stops at nothing to try and get him back. It can easily be forgotten that Sango is just a teenager, not much older than Kagume. Sango is so headstrong. At just 16, Sango is one of her village's best demon slayers, surpassing grown men. She was also a maternal figure to Kahaku, her brother, who is only 5 years older than her. Sango has a lot of more serious moral problems to deal with, including making a decision to kill her brother in order to save his life. Sango makes the decision to carry on despite losing her entire family and village. When Sango joined the crew, she brought Kurara, the best anime sidekick, along with her. Kurara is a cat creature that has been in the family of Sango for decades. She appears as a small figure with 2 tails, but during battle, she can transform into her real form. She's able to fly, shoot fire, and feel danger. Her loyalty lies with Sango, but with Kurara around, the entire group benefits. Kurara helps Inuyasha practice his wind scar, is a shippo companion, protects Kagume when all are fighting, and even helps Moroku attract women in a sting. There would be no Kurara without Sango. Owing to the Inuyasha Kikyo Kagume love triangle, Sango and Moroku's relationship often takes a backseat in the story. That's mainly because it's less dramatic and more of a slow burn. Early on, Sango and Moroku take good care of each other and share a lot of intimate moments, fight side by side together, and spend a lot of time commenting on the relationship between Inuyasha and Kagume. When it comes to putting Moroku's perversion in check, Sango does not hold back, and as a result, he respects her for it a lot. When Moroku is flirting with other women, Sango becomes jealous, but does not show this directly. Now let's look at Kagume. Kagume, being from the current era, had zero training in anything related to combat. That doesn't stop her from being a helpful fighter in demon battles, however. Being the reincarnation of Kikyo, Kagume has spiritual powers. She's able to send arrows with magical abilities. She can overcome many obstacles as well as immune to illusions or spells, and can sense evil auras. At the beginning of the show, with a bow and arrow, Kagume is not the best, but she improves dramatically as the show progresses. She is also a quick thinker, and by thinking outside of the box, can solve problems. Although it is Kagume's fault that in the feudal era, the sacred jewel made a reappearance, and she is the one who broke it into shards, she doesn't really have to stay and help find it. Her great heart, however, takes over, and she agrees to assist Inuyasha. As the show continues and Kagume learns how Inuyasha, Kikyo, Moroku, Sango, and countless others have been hurt by Naraku's actions, this fight with Naraku becomes personal for her. Kagume can easily walk away and return to her world, but because she is tired of seeing those she loves hurt, she chooses to remain and fight. Due to her emotional outbursts and problems with Inuyasha, Kagume is often deemed immature in the series. What can be seen as immaturity, however, is truly a teenager being a teenager. Kagume is only 15 years old and in an environment that is completely different, which is more dangerous than where she came from. Not only is Kagume's innocence endearing, but it makes her character so much more compassionate. Without wanting to help, Kagume can't monitor someone in danger. In everyone, she always sees the best, even if they may not be the good guy. Her innocence can lead to trouble, but it always works out. Normally, Kagume remains in the feudal era, but every once in a while he tries to go home. It is difficult for her to juggle both her life in the feudal era and her current life in time, as seen every time she returns home. Her school friends are constantly worried about her and her illnesses, and she is missed by her family, particularly her brother Sota. By being in the feudal era, Kagume sacrifices a lot, but she makes the most of it. To aid the team, she uses her trips home to stock up on modern medical supplies. To make their journey easier, she also brings food and snacks like ramen and modern-day technology. Kagume may not have it all together when it comes to her love life. Her classmate Hojo is always pining over her in her current era. Koga falls in love with her back in the feudal era and wants to steal her away from Inuyasha. As he is still in love with Kikyo, Inuyasha struggles to sort out his feelings for Kagume. Kagume remains faithful to her love for Inuyasha through all of this. She understands that Kikyo came before her, and Inuyasha has complicated feelings as a consequence. While at the moment she may be settling for what she can get from Inuyasha, at the end of the day, she knows that she is alive and that Kikyo has something she will never have.